like last weekend I missed. Hopefully all your week had less drama, more positive vibes as usual, and welcome. I'm happy to be back. I went for a short journey, and thank you so much. There are people who really reached out to me what happened, because they were waiting for my episode 4 on season 2 about the midterm break reunion. But I'm back, and I'm happy to be back. And thank you for the emails and phone calls. I say thank you again. A recap, like I had told you, this episode is about the midterm break reunion with my son and my daughter. Like I had told you, it has not been easy for my daughter, and I'm afraid sometimes that her anger is not good. Like I told you, I just recently got a call from school that she snapped. I was really able to talk to her. And I knew what had happened, and we talked at length, and we agreed on therapy. She also agreed, and I talked to the counselor. The school has a counselor, and we booked sessions for her. At first, she was against the counseling, but when I talked to her, she said, "Mommy, I'm okay, I'm gonna do it." But she really tried to explain to me what really happened. I will not go into details what really happened, because I asked her if it's okay for me to talk about it on the podcast, and she said she did not want to. But as I understood, my daughter is very defensive, and if somebody comes and talks about her mom or her brother or anything, she will stand her ground, and she will tell you as it is. So the midterm break reunion, my son could not wait. He really could not wait to meet his sister. So when the sister arrived, she really arrived very, very early morning, and my son was in school. So it seemed like forever for him to be back, and my daughter was really waiting for the brother also. So when my son came from school evening, because my daughter arrived at around 7 in the morning, but my son was in school until around 5 in the evening. So you can imagine the anxiety they both had. But when they met, they hugged, and my nanny was recording all this. It was kind of funny. I have videos of this. And my son talked about how he has become a president of their grade 4. But he was booted out with a tough girl, but he promised to fight back and get that position. And also, the sister was also trying to fill him up with boarding school, how she sneaks and goes for second round foods without the cooks knowing. And it was just funny. They even forgot that I was on video when they were talking, and I was like, okay, then let me hang up, because you guys totally forgot about me. And they were like, no, mommy, don't hang up, So I just told them, no, let me let you guys catch up. I'm in the middle of work, because like I told you, we're in a time difference of at least 9 hours. So when it's nighttime, it's morning. I'm starting my day. So it has been so exciting. Even though my daughter's stay is going to be short, it's like 3-4 days. But we were able to talk, and I was happy to talk to her, to call her again, just to be there for her. And I had planned something with my dad when this midterm break was there, for them at least to have something together. So they went to a short trip in Naivasha with their granddaddy, and they really enjoyed. And that's where my dad was able to even talk more to my daughter. And she was very, very positive. She really opened up, and she told us most of her challenges. And again, she came up and told me, "Mommy, I really do not need this therapy. I can do it. But deep down my heart, I want her to do it." She looked so mature. She talked so much sense. And I want to understand her. I really do want to understand her. But that anger, she becomes so bitter and snaps. But when we talk, we really talk well, and I can understand her. I really tell her how she can be able to control that anger. But what I came to find out on this trip when my daughter went with my dad and the brother, she just wants assurance and to be given that chance to explain herself and to be listened to. And that's what we're giving her. I'm giving her that, a chance to choose, just to have that time to listen. And it was really a short trip, but it really opened up my eyes. And I got to understand her more and more better, because right now she's becoming an mature girl, lady. She's growing up to be, she's 14 now, so it's easy to understand her, and I'll really try my level best to understand her. But during this time, that's when I got another devastating news, which I really don't like, and it has really taken me aback. And my current nanny, she's gonna be leaving soon. She just came like temporarily to stay because of the issues, but we were with her before, and then now she wants to leave, and this really broke me. And I have that worry to introduce my kids to another nanny. This really stresses me out, and but in this life nothing is permanent. She has children and she wants to pursue business, so I cannot hold her. So she gave me 1 month notice, but she had recommended someone, but I already also had someone in mind, and we have a little bit of a back and forth with my parents about this, because they want what that nanny has recommended, but me, I want to bring my own. So there's a little misunderstanding between me and my parents because of this issue. So it's been kind of tough, because me, before you bring somebody, I want to at least be able to know this person. This episode will be a little bit shorter, because I want to tell you I'll be taking a break to focus on my book that I'm publishing about this journey. And this could not have happened without the help of my supporters, my listeners, and the emails and the encouragement, the calls. The people who know me personally have helped me through this journey. One way or the other, I say thank you to the people who also hurt me, hurt my children. I've came to realize and learned through this journey. A friendship can feel one-sided, where someone is left putting in all the effort and end up being used by people I called friends, family, relatives. I just want to forgive. I needed a friend when I was going through a major life event, because when I separated from my children, I had mental health problems. I thought I was seeking help to my closest friends for support and comfort. It turned out to be painful when I desperately needed them. I kind of did a research, and this is exactly what happened to me. Most of them wanted money. There's a research I did about Why a Friend Betrays You by Ashley Hudson. There could be many reasons or motivations why my friends or my relatives hurt me the way they did. They used my children. So I can't help to think more about these friends who are not good friends in the first place. A friend who does not treat their friendship with respect and kindness has a higher chance of betraying the trust that we both had. So I've been thinking, nowadays it's really hard for me to even look for help from a friend. I still do talk to friends, but I rarely rely on them. The betrayal was more direct and purposeful. I felt hurt. I felt disappointed. I felt confused. I feel doubtful. I feel a sense of loss. But I've recovered. I I tried and clarified my misunderstandings in this friendship, because maybe a friend saw that I was relying so much on them about my children, because my only worry was my children. I never asked for much, like just taking my kids to church, things like that, paying school fees, buying meals, and this were one-off stuff. Sometimes I wanted somebody to just take my kids for a movie, just for a day out, just to go eat out, but you could get somebody wants to extort me. You know very well maybe a movie is 1,000 Kenya shillings, but you want to lie to me. Instead of buying them good food, you just go get them just something, just to satisfy your ego. I cannot explain. When going through a friend's betrayal, it is important to be aware of all your feelings, and that's what I did. I sat down and recognized all my emotions. It was crucial to name those feelings by verbalizing to someone you trust. I felt hurt, but who said negative things behind my back? Friends, deep friends. But it's okay. I'm healed now. I'm now very cautious. I reflect on those possible red flags, and I normally assess on what qualities I want in a friendship nowadays. I know I've given chances to friends again, and I normally prefer to surround myself with love and support, and I can never partake in retaliation, those feelings of anger, because sometimes you might not be able to control them. I had an option to forgive or not to forgive, but I decided, why in the world will I want to carry all this baggage with me? My kids are okay now. I'm in a way better place than I was those years back. I'm happy that I even went through this challenge. And I found professional help. I went and got professional help. I'm still seeing a therapist to date myself, because it's not something that is easy. If family, like relatives, can let you down, friends, very, very close friends, who my kids called aunties, uncles, let you down, it will really affect you. It's not an easy journey. Any type of betrayal is going to be hurtful, especially coming from a friend, from family member. Being aware of the motivations and effects of the betrayal will help you begin the recovery process, and that's what I did. I allowed myself and named all those valid emotions. And the reflection was very crucial in my healing process, and also to my children, because that's what I'm really trying. I'm really trying to read books, do research, a lot of it. And that's what I portray in front of my children. And I really try, because I see this thing in my daughter also. My younger son is not like that, but my daughter is. Sometimes the pain of a friendship betrayal can become problematic. So I didn't know I was experiencing more symptoms than warranted, but I did. But you see, like now my daughter is a teen, who's a young adult. She's still trying to figure out where she belongs in this social world. It's inevitable to come across friends who you might feel betrayed by. So I pray that I'll be able to introduce my friend doctor to talk about depression, anxiety, and also my healing journey, because she's been with me through this journey. I'm supposed to introduce her pretty soon, whenever she gets time. I'll be introducing her maybe in my coming episodes. I will try and introduce her to the podcast. I'm speaking so in a low tone because my journey also has been caught with the devastating news about my health, and it's gonna be coming also in my next episodes. maybe I might be able to do my podcast, or I might not be able to, because I have an upcoming surgery on June 30th. And it's I feel kind of scared also. It might affect my journey on my processes on so many things. And my health also has not been, I cannot say that I've been sick or whatever. This is something that has just scared me. I got the scary news on Wednesday. Come Thursday morning, I was rushed to ER, and I'm okay, but I'm gonna fight this. I'm strong. My journey, this story will come to my coming episodes after my surgery. To my friend who flew all the way from America to Kenya and went and visited my children, I don't know what I can tell you. I really don't know what I can tell you. From the bottom of my heart, you're a gem. You're really a gem. You went with your family, your whole family, to our house. You met my son. I don't know what I can tell you. I don't know how I can ever thank you for this. You're my number one supporter in this podcast. You told me your children are growing without you. That hit me hard. You even went ahead and asked my son a very honest question. That is something I normally ask my son, because I left him when he was 1. You asked my son, will you remember your mom when your mom comes here? My son is very honest and very straightforward. Do you know what his answer was? He said no. Unless he calls me so that I can hear her voice. Unless she calls me so that I can hear her voice. That's when I'll be able to recognize. Then she's like, I normally call video calls. I send my son pictures. Then he's like, yeah, I will know who she is, but I'd want her to talk, because I know how she talks. I'd want her to talk so that I can recognize her. You hear questions like, does my mommy smell like you? Sad. My friend, I just want to thank you for this. I just want to thank you. You took your time out of your schedule. This was your safari. But you went straight to our home. Straight with my son. You even thanked my nanny for taking care of these children. You saw my son, very healthy. You told me, no, he needs to do some soccer, something. He's a chubby child now. My son was excited. He was really excited. I bought them stuff. He was really, really, really excited. This is a gesture. I will truly, truly appreciate this for the rest of my life. What you did for me, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Mama Jamba. Thank you. Thank you for what you did. I managed to talk to my daughter today. I have not been able to talk to her for almost a week because they were doing exams in school. So the talk was very fast, but I really appreciated that she remembered me. Sometimes those small gestures, because I'm bedridden now, and I just wanted to hear her, and she just happened to call out of the blues. I just saw a phone call, and thank God my phone was on silent. But when I checked, I saw this is the school calling. I picked very fast. I don't know why I normally panic whenever I see a call from school, I really picked so fast. But she was just like, "Hi, mommy, how are you?" I told her, I'm okay, mama. How have you been? I've been good, mommy. I've not been able to talk to you for a week. I'm like, oh, I know, how have you been? I've missed you. She's like, I've missed you too. She's like, mommy, I can't talk to you so much. We're going for something like a Dettol heart run. And I told her, okay, mama, I love you so much. She said, mommy, I love you too. And that was the end of the conversation. That made me feel, it really made my weekend. And I even was able to get out of bed. And because I had not talked also to my son for 2 days, and that really affects me. I had to reach out to a friend to be able to connect me, because that's why I realized then Wi-Fi wasn't working, because I had tried and I did not have international minutes to be able to reach none of my son, neither my nanny, because my dad at the moment, he's at the village. So I wasn't able also to reach my son, and those alarms start ringing on my head. I'm not okay, but until I talk to them, I'll be fine. So eventually my friend was able to reach my nanny, and she recorded a conversation between her and my son, and she sent that record to me, and my son was telling her it's the Wi-Fi is down. So I had to find a way to get some international minutes, and then I was able to talk to him, and he had not even done his homework. He had not even showered. So I was like, but the nanny is there. I wonder, sometimes I don't know even how to confront these nannies sometimes no more. Right now, I don't even have that energy to even confront them. I just told my son, just go shower and then come back, we talk. Did you do your homework? No, I did not do my homework. And I normally tell him, make sure you finish your homework on Fridays. But he did not do that. So as much as I was in pain, I waited for him. He had to go shower. Once he was done, he had to sit. I put him on video, and we sat doing his homework. So I normally tell him, just take a picture of the page that we're supposed to work on. And that's how we work. We do our homework. So it's question, answer. I help wherever it's hard. And that's how we're going to work. Like I told you, I might not be able to do a weekly podcast. I might be able to do a weekly podcast. I'm going through something with my health. My surgery is coming on June 30th. And I was also in the process of writing my book. And it might be on hold until I regain good health. So hopefully, I don't want to try and do so much. I want to focus on my health also. And hopefully all will work out. If I will not be able to do a weekly podcast, it will be bi-weekly until I'm okay. I just want to thank you, everybody, for the patience. And thank you, everyone, for listening, taking time, at least almost like 25 minutes of your time all the time. When I did not do my podcast last weekend, somebody reached out to me. I got like 5 emails. I just want to thank you. I'm okay. Also, I had traveled also. I was out of state also. That's the reason also. I'm doing research on this, on my book. That is the reason mostly, because I'm writing this book. I had gone somewhere to get some help also. I was in New York for like 4 or 5 days. So that's the reason. So something good is cooking. So I want to just wish everybody well. And you all, if you like the show, please consider leaving a review. This helps my podcast to grow. Then hit the follow button. And if you have questions, send me an email at achoch@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you for tuning in and taking time to listen to my story. Please share, follow wherever you're listening to at iHeart, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, and Google Podcast. Thank you for taking time and taking this journey with me. Bye-bye. Hopefully, I'll be able to meet with you guys again this coming Saturday. If I'm not going to be able to come this coming Saturday, the next coming Saturday. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye-bye.